Good morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Uh, so, when last we left off, I think I'd gotten myself out of the admittance room and into the hallway, a full 10, 15 feet away from where I was. There wasn't a room ready yet. My buddy Jeff stayed with me for quite a while, but it became pretty apparent that this wasn't going to be a discharge kind of thing. I was going to be there for a while. And in fact, I was. So there was a litany of people came by and visited me. I can't remember all of them. A couple different nurses. The two that I mainly remember are my oncologist and my surgeon. And there were definitely people who specialized in paralysis and neuropathy, which at the time I could barely walk. We don't touch on that a ton, but I've got good old walking cane here still to this day. Yeah, that's what started the whole thing. That's what made me think I should probably see somebody about this. I never in a million years thought it was cancer. I thought I pinched a nerve or something like that. But I'm very grateful to all those people who saw me very quickly. There was not a room available at the time, so we just kind of had to wait in the hallway there. And time was sort of the essence. My surgeon says to me that they were really wanting to operate that night because things were looking dicey. As in a get your affairs in order kind of dicey, potentially. But he said that the team he had with him was a very good team, but they weren't his team. So that wouldn't be till Tuesday. And that would give us the extra benefit of being able to run more tests, do some more imaging and things like that, which was very valuable. So, I waited that long. This was a Friday. I could wait till Tuesday. And wait, I did. So yeah, I talked. The surgeon was pretty much job one. We had to get that blockage off of my spine and all that. And my oncologist, he was studying stuff as well as he could, and the good news about removing the big ass tumor from my thoracic vertebra, hey brah, are you upright? Are you vertebra? Anyway, wow. Doing anything to lighten the mood during the darkest days of my life, I suppose. Where was I? Chemo brain fog still happens too. So yeah, that was the main thing to get that done. My oncologist said the good news is, if there is in fact good news to be had, is he would have one hell of a biopsy when they remove that tumor. No need to go in and get that separately. And we talked briefly, very briefly in fact. He was, of course, very instrumental in my recovery, but they didn't give me chemo for quite some time after that because chemo stops pretty much all healing. And we definitely wanted the gaping hole that they cut in my back to heal. So it was a good 6 weeks after the surgery, probably more, maybe 6 weeks after I got discharged. But eventually they found not a room, but an alcove kind of thing. And I was in there, and boy, my head was racing a million miles an hour. It was very hard to get some sleep. And just when I would get to sleep, the monitor would beep an alarm. I'm like, okay, wake up, nurse come in, check things, make sure I wasn't dying. Well, any more than they thought I was already. And go back about our business. This happened several times. I asked her finally, what is that? And it's like, that is a monitor that lets us know that you suddenly had a lowered heart rate. And I said, you mean like when I go to sleep? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, do we see the problem here? It's 2 in the morning. I've been stressed all day. So she's like, okay, I'll turn it on so that it's only at my station and it doesn't beep here. Like, yeah, all right, that's a good idea. And you know, I'm making fun of it, but honestly, the care was top notch. I owe everything to them, including my life, my ability to walk. And let's see, it's already getting kind of long, so we will talk at you in a little bit with an update. And I should probably put these at the front, but thank you for donating. Thank you for sharing. Please continue to share. Donate if you can, and you know, give this to somebody who loves haikus and hates cancer. Why haikus? Well, because if you donate, you get to pick a topic and I'll write a haiku for you. 17 syllables of hell yeah. So we will talk to you soon. Bye bye.